I'm here in the Netherlands, specifically in a little village called Hoykeve. For the last 4 years, there's been this grand experiment happening here. You see, in this village, all the residents have severe dementia.
It's a devastating disease that robs victims of their memories and has no known cure. An estimated 26 million people suffer from Alzheimer's worldwide, and there's a global struggle underway to care for those afflicted.
Hello and welcome to Health Talk. I'm Dr. Manny. It's a story we hear too often. A once vibrant person ravaged by Alzheimer's disease while their family is forced to watch.
New initiatives to encourage dementia-inclusive businesses and to better support dementia patients will be rolled out soon. They're part of a slew of new measures by social service agency Dementia Singapore.
Yang kuasanya lebih berilmiah pula pada blog kali ini, tanda penyakit demensia dan juga Alzheimer. Lupalah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the world news. The news on a medical condition, which has affected many in the past, and continues to affect many in the future. Alzheimer's is a type of dementia that affects the memory, the power of thinking, and the behavior of a person. Dementia is described as a collection of symptoms that are caused by disorders affecting the brain. It is not one specific disease, but a condition a human can get. Symptoms eventually grow severe enough to interfere with day-to-day life. This is the point childcare needs to be given to an adult. Approximately 50 million people are living with dementia across the world. 70% to 80% of them are diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Current medical science show the only remedy at this moment of time is to live with it by contorting the critical symptoms. Yes, living with it by controlling the critical symptoms is the only remedy as of today. Just imagine a life of an Alzheimer's patient, day-to-day activities, and how we could keep them happy in bringing them to reality. Biztalk Malaysia visited the Johor Bahru Alzheimer's Disease Support Association, located in the city of Johor Bahru, Malaysia, to focus on their noble efforts and keep the Alzheimer's patients the happiest as possible. The association, which is fondly called as JOBADA, is a non-profit organization set up to promote awareness of Alzheimer's disease and take care of their AS friends who visit them for care. A daycare center, which operates from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. every weekday, has progressed heavily in supporting their AS friends in day-to-day life and creating daily activities in keeping them happy. Biztalk Malaysia also learns JOBADA is looking for donors, partners and well-wishers to help them commercially to continue this noble efforts in taking their daycare center operations to the next level. Managed by a dynamic committee of experts and professionals, Biztalk Malaysia managed to speak with to a few of them who spoke about their noble cause with great pride.
Hello, I'm Suryan. I'm the chairman of JOBADA, Johor Alzheimer Disease Daycare Center in Johor Bahru. And I got involved in JOBADA in the year 2010. Since I was in the government service, and my experiences with various NGOs, and of course with the city council here. So I came in to do some assist for the committee to build up JOBADA. Since the responsibility was given to me as a building committee chairman to buy a new building and to cater for the Alzheimer patients with all the facilities. So I made the move with the committee, of course that time with the chairman. I made the move to have the building within a year. So what we did some fund collection here and there. We made dinners, we organized dinners, we managed to collect sufficient fund to buy this building. And we spent around 1.4 million with all the facilities. That's where the building is now, a double-story building with the area of 6,000 over square feet, which is sufficient for a center with other facilities. Now I'm here for the past 12 years, and now, as I said earlier, we are in the process of taking this JOBADA into another level, where we can have other facilities, or we can introduce and bring in the same center as it is in other districts, to branch out to other districts. Well, Johor has got 12 districts. Well, at least now we are aiming to go into 4 districts to cater for the patients who are suffering the disease from other districts. As I said, day to day it's growing, and that is our very aim now. Okay friends, my humble request, I invite each and everyone who is listening to me to come and join us, join hand with us to promote, to build up this Alzheimer center for everyone who is suffering from Alzheimer's in this state. And I'm expecting, my humble request and expecting for the kind souls out there to help us financially and in kind, whereby it will help us a lot. Not only help us, they help me and the committee to extend our services to all the Alzheimer patients and the dementia patients in the state of Johor. I thank you. Thank you once more. Thanks a lot.
Over a century ago, a German doctor called Alois Alzheimer spotted anomalies in brain sections from a patient with dementia. Ever since, people have been studying the strange plaques and tangles that he saw, in the hope that we could one day understand and cure what is now known as Alzheimer's disease.
Hello, I'm Dr. Suraya Yusof. I am a retired psychogeriatrician with 30 years of service, public services. I was actually the first psychogeriatrician to establish a dementia unit in Malaysia actually, right? Because, and the first psychogeriatrician to establish a community psychiatric service mainly for the dementia in Malaysia. It still remains as the only community psychiatric services that provides services for people with dementia in Malaysia. I started the center actually from 1998 or early 2000 with a few volunteer group, a very dedicated a group of people actually who has lots of ideas for the centers. I remember that when we first started it, we actually held the activities in a common hall actually, and we can only run the services for about 2 or 3 days a week. Eventually, we have a good Samaritan who was a previous colleague of mine who actually lent out his place for 10 ringgit a month, and from there we were able to establish a center which actually grow until now we have our own building. But I do appreciate the very hard work that is put in by the previous chairperson of the Johor Bahru Alzheimer's Disease Association, who have to actually raise their own funds from the public actually to make the eventual dream come true. I'm sure the current chairman is a very visionary person, and I'm sure that he will continue to make the center grow actually.
Plaques are insoluble deposits of a peptide called amyloid beta, or A-beta. They're formed when a protein called amyloid precursor protein is sequentially cleaved by 2 enzymes, beta and gamma secretase. Other molecules are generated by this cleavage and may play a role in the disease, but A-beta is the main culprit. A-beta tends to misfold and become sticky, eventually clumping together to form soluble oligomers. Some of these aggregate into large insoluble fibrils that deposit in the brain as plaques. The oligomers come in several forms or species. we don't know exactly which species is toxic.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Norazam Harun from Hospital Permai Johor Bahru. It is a mental institution. We have around 1,000 patients and we cater also for outpatient services. So we have inpatient services, outpatient services, and we are doing community psychiatry services as well. So more and more patients that we have here, they are getting older because of the long life expectancy that they have, and many of them they develop dementia. And I have been connected with JOBADA, that is Johor Bahru Alzheimer'S Disease Association, for 20 years. So I can see more and more patients who require an expanded services of dementia care, not only in the outpatient or in the community, also in inpatient. So in my hospital that I'm working in, we are planning to have dementia specific ward to cater those patients who has already have suffering from dementia, and they also have BPSD, that is behavior and psychological symptom for dementia. So for patients who require admission, as of right now, they are mixing with the young patient who is suffering from psychiatric illnesses. What I'm planning to do in the future is to have a dementia specific ward. With this dementia specific ward, we can only admit those patients who is diagnosed of having dementia, i.e. Alzheimer's, vascular, Lewy body, Parkinson's disease dementia, which require admission.
Another key feature of Alzheimer's disease is neurodegeneration. Neuronal death and damage is triggered by A-beta, but some of A-beta's effects seem to be mediated by another protein seen in the brains of patients, tau, a component of tangles. In a healthy neuron, molecules are carried along the axon on a series of tracks, made of microtubules and stabilized by tau. But in Alzheimer's disease, tau is modified, causing it to dissociate from the microtubules, adopt an abnormal shape, and move from the axon to the cell body.
Hi, good evening. I'm Sadia binti Hussein, Deputy Chairman of JOBADA. We are committed to take care of our exact friends. As a city councillor in JB, I will do my best for JOBADA. We require financial support to expand our service. We invite you all to join with us.
Like A-beta, tau comes in a variety of forms, and we don't know which ones contribute to the disease. And like A-beta, these forms either remain soluble or stick together and deposit as the tangles that Dr. Alzheimer saw.
Hello, my name is Raymond Wong. I'm the Vice Chairman of JOBADA, and I've been here serving the community for 3 years in this organization. My mom is also an exact friend in this organization, so I have a little of touch to the friends that come and to get the care in JOBADA. So we want to reach out more people who have dementias, who have Alzheimer's, where we could actually offer this service to the community and outreach them as many as we can.
Eventually, these processes kill the neuron. Another problem seen in animal models is that misfolded tau proteins can spread across synapses into healthy neurons. There, they make healthy tau proteins start to misfold as well, spreading pathology across the brain.
My name is Margaret Liu. I'm one of the team members in JOBADA, Alzheimer's and Dementia Center. Let's talk about Alzheimer's. It's actually a very complex disease and not easy to comprehend. JOBADA is actually the only one center in Johor, And we hope to have it affordable for families to send their parents to JOBADA. Our AZ friends are actually quite happy in our center because usually Alzheimer's patients, they are more like children. One question: why we can humor a child but not an adult child? Think about it.
The pattern of spreading through the different brain regions matches the changing symptoms from early to late stages of Alzheimer's disease. This pattern also reflects how certain neurons are more vulnerable than others to dying.
I'm Hajit Kaur Sandhu. I am a retired nursing sister and I've been in nursing for the last 50 plus years. And I have been doing community service, helping people at home, and I have been seeing all these patients with Alzheimer's in their home, giving a lot of problems to the family. I had my mother who came to live with me with Alzheimer's. For 4 years I nursed her, and I too, as a nurse, found it difficult to look after my mother because they have no time. In their 24 hours they are all up and about, and they have all sorts of demands and all that. I found that it was so difficult to look after my mother. When my mother passed away, I decided that I should look after the lay people who have dementia. So I joined JOBADA.
Despite these advances in our understanding of Alzheimer's disease, no cure exists. While drugs are being developed to target amyloid beta or tau, it's unclear whether they will eventually be successful in treating the disease.
Hi, my name is Sivamani, Secretary of JOBADA Johor. I would like, thanks to our chairman, give me a good opportunity to work with a dynamic team. Our management will continue to deliver the best to our AZ friends.
There's only one certainty. Continued support for basic and clinical research will enable us one day to diagnose and treat this devastating condition.
Hi, good day to everyone. And then here I'm in JOBADA now with all our volunteers, and our staff is here. And we are here to take care of this AZ friends. AZ friends means Alzheimer's patient. So our operating day is here is Monday to Friday, and it's 8 to 4 o'clock. So all our friends here coming here for counseling and activities. And this place mainly is we focus on Alzheimer's, and here we used to give them physical exercise. We start the day with a physical exercise in the morning, and then follow by all other activities which suitable for the senior members here. And then the main thing here we find because we are here to take care of the AZ friends, so we don't find difficulty to take care of them. Only thing what my experience I learned is only to give them our love, and we don't force them to do anything here. We just go accordingly to what they likes to do, and we just slowly bring them back to our activities.